Alright guys, welcome to a new video. Filming from the garage. It's a wonderful, sunny, nice day here in the UK. Just had a parcel dropped off by the Royal Mail. Actually, yeah, it was the Royal Mail, EMS, which is overnight stuff from Japan. So, found a little back history actually. I've been looking for this piece for off and on for a few years now, probably 5 years. Just been every now and then jumping on Yahoo Auctions Japan and see if I could ever find one. And well, my lucky day turned up the other day, and well, it was the other day, it was a couple weeks ago, and it came up. So I put a bid on it. Yeah, I paid too much for it, but I wouldn't say too much, but it's yeah, a little bit on the high side, but that's okay. I really wanted it, so you know, it's car guy, parts guy. So yeah, I thought I'd show you this, open it, and also talk about the Galant that's sitting here that you can't see, that's out of view. I thought I'd have a quick chat about that. I'm actually working on it a bit right now. On a previous video, we took it down to Bewley, which is down on just below London, basically in England, and we took it down there to Simple Japanese. So watch the video that was prior to that. It was a whole weekend trip we took in the Galant. There was a few issues with the car, driving it down there and not really driving it home, it was more down there because we went through a few villages that were stop and go, stop and stop and go, and the clutch did not like that. I don't know if the oil got a little bit hot or something like that. So when I got back here, it was struggling to get into first gear. Pumped the clutch a bit and it went in easier. Second, third seemed to be okay. It was mainly first gear. And I thought maybe it was just a fluid, which to be fair, it probably was, because it's kind of fixed now, I think. So I bled the fluid on it. When I got back here, me and Tiffany bled the fluid on it, put some new clutch fluid in it. That seemed to have fixed it. The fluid was quite old. I've got my little handy dandy water tester here that tells you how much moisture levels in the brake fluid. So that told me it was pretty high. I think it was at 4%. So that was too high. It's supposed to be around 1% or less. So now it's at 1%. So, and it seems to have fixed it. But I did order some bits that I need to work on the car with. I know it's a lot of talking, sorry. Just wanted to go over what's going on with the Galant and stuff like that, why I'm using it, while I'm using it. So yeah, when I also got it back and I put it on the lift while we were doing the fluid change, I also noticed that one of my axle boots had busted. And unfortunately, my MOT, which is the British MOT, which is to keep the car registered to drive on the road where it's roadworthy and safe, a boot ripped like that is a failure, so I wouldn't be able to pass it through the test. So I decided to sort it, which puts it off the road until I can fix that part. I've got the new bits in. They came from Rock Auto in America because that's the only really place to get them. Because that. And while I was there, I also picked up. I'm getting way off subject here, but I just wanted to give you an update on the Galant. I also picked up a new clutch master cylinder from them. It said it was made in Japan on the photo, but when I got it, it's made in Mexico. So I don't know. The genuine one's no longer available, so you kind of have to pick and go. I haven't even looked. It looks like it's the correct one. The port's on this side, which is correct for the US spec Galant VR4, so I'll check that out later. I haven't seen if it's the right one. I know the boots are the right one, which are these. So let's get back to what the video is supposed to be about, the overnight part from Japan. So let's put this back in the bag, and then after that I'll show you what I'm also fixing on the Galant. So yeah, let's crack open this and let's show it to you. I'm seeing it the first time because it's still kind of in the thing. I might need a knife actually, which I don't have. Maybe I'll just break in with it with my hands. Anyway, if you guys are new to the channel and you've just jumped in, yeah, maybe subscribe to the channel, check it out, because we do a lot of car videos. There's also hiking videos. I'm actually a few weeks away from doing I'm going to Scotland for a road trip with the wife. We're going in the Honda Stepwagon, so that'll be fun. I'm going to do some filming while I'm up there. Not every day, because we're going to be up there for about 2 weeks. So it's just going to be a few days here and there where we're doing some hiking and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that if you like hiking. Yeah, just give us a subscribe and you'll see the video when it pops up. You're the first one to see it, so you can give it a watch. So anyway, so I'm slowly getting into this. so we'll be into it shortly. And we've had a lot of new subscribers, which I really appreciate. If you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing, and welcome to the channel. My name's Charles. All right, let's get you a little closer so you can see the goodies. Let's move you over here a little bit and see if I can get you a better angle of what we're working on here. There we go. You don't need to see my face. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I've been looking for this for a while, and it finally came up. Well packaged. So I use a company. Ooh, that might have given you a sneak peek. I use a company called I think it's Juice. I'll put a link in the description if I remember to do it. I'll put a link in the description of the video, and that will so you can. That's where I buy some of these parts from. So basically, it's a special piece. I've only seen one came up in the past, and I wasn't able to get it. It was about 4 or 5 years ago it came up, and I wasn't able to get it. Someone else outbid me. So, but this one I was able to get, and maybe because the price was so high, that's why I got it. No one else did. That's ridiculous. I ain't paying that for that. But anyway, I've got the car, so I felt I need one. You know, it just makes sense. I have the car. It's a, if you know my channel, you know about the Galant VR4 RS. It's quite a rare car. So it's not the one that's here behind me. This is an American one. The other ones, the RS is in storage. I drove that at the beginning of the summer, from end of March till basically end of July, I want to say. And then I parked that. I drove that. Oh, I had to drive it at least 2,000 miles. Just drove as much as I can when I had the time and convenient. I parked that one now, so that one's done for the year. And now I'm driving the American car, but I have a few things to fix, so that's going to limit to my driving, unfortunately. So I'm trying to get it back on the road as quick as possible for the end of the summer, because I've got quite a holidays booked and stuff. So anyway, let's get into this. It looks very minty, which is very exciting. I don't want to rip it, so I need to be careful with the bag. Let's see if I can use my teeth to rip the bag open a bit so I can get it out easier. There you go. Come on out, buddy. Come on out. Come on out. Come on. Right, there she is. Very well packed. Nice cardboard, bubble wrap. Credit to the packing company at Juice for doing a great job. Nice envelope packed. So yeah, so I'm going to flip it around and you can see it. It is just a sales brochure. It's just a Mitsubishi sales brochure. But if you have the car, it makes it cooler. And it's going to have pictures, and that's why I kind of bought it, because it has pictures, and because I can't read Japanese text. Sorry, I'm moving the camera back. I can't read Japanese text, so yeah. So there it is. I'll put it right in front of you. So it's about the RS Galant Mitsubishi. So this is the original sales brochure in Japan for my car. So I think that is super cool. And like I said, couldn't find one for the longest time. I knew they were out there, I just couldn't find one. So let's flip some pages. So that's the original one, RS. It's got a little bit of material on it, like something yellow. I don't know what that is, but as you can see right there, Galant VR4 RS, and it's also about the Lancia GSR RS, which is also a pretty rare car too. So the rest of it's in Japanese. You can't read it. And Mitsubishi Motor Company. So that's their MMC for Japan. So let's open her up. This is the first time I saw some photos in the brochure, in the ad, but it wasn't every page. I think it was one page, and it might be this first page I'm about to open up. So let's see. Oh, look at that. That is really cool. So that's my car. For the most part, that's my car. This one here. That's the Lancia. That's the Galant. Right smack that in the front. So that's my car. Really cool. That is mine. Yeah, and they've got a couple other photos here and there on the side here. Try to get my hand out. Oh, there you go. Stand it up like that, maybe. Yeah, it's got a couple photos here of the factory car. So that's more like what mine looks like, but I don't have those wheels, the factory steel wheels, which is something I would like one day, but chances of finding those are next to nil. And then it's got like a little fold out for all the information about the engine spec and stuff like that for the VR4, which is really cool. Let me flip this up. Let me open this up fully and give you a different view with the camera. All right, hey, right, there you go. I'm not even able to see it better now. I can zoom in and stuff. Yeah, so that's the interior of the car. The only thing I wish I could find, but I've been looking for years, is that clock delete right there, that clock delete panel. Can't find one of those for the life of me. It's gone. I know no longer available for Mitsubishi, but yeah, that's my interior to the T. I have that steering wheel. I don't have a radio like that one does. Mine's blocked off. So yeah, I don't have the original steering wheel on the car. I have it taken off, but yeah, that's my car. And if you want to, guys, if you want to see my car, I'll scroll through my videos because there's quite a few of them about the Galant, the VR4 RS. So yeah, so that's the brochure I've been looking for years. It looks mint too, other than that mark on the front. So on the back, they've got the full specification sheet here. So basically all the power, and it's all in Japanese, but I'll get a closer look at it later so I can really get a good look at it. But yeah, this is all the spec sheet. It might even tell me curb weight and stuff like that, which would be interesting because I kind of know it, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, I'll get the conversion out and see what all this means. And that's for the Lancia GSR dual overhead cam one, which is really cool. And they got a few photos on the backside of here of the Rally. Not sure where that is, but there's another photo of the original car, which is basically what I have. Really cool. Some few little things on the bottom here. Yeah, it's a really cool piece, that is. So I'll keep that. I might display it, figure out a way to display it when I take the car to a show or something like that. I think that's talking about the turbocharger, talking about the brakes. So I'm excited to read it to see what they all say in here. Wish I had some cool fog lights like that for the Galant. That would be wicked. That go on like the front bumper here. I have the fog light grill that goes in here, which is a pretty cool piece. And like I said, if you want to check that out, check out some of my older videos of the car because they're on there. And yeah, that's a cool spec sheet there, whatever that's. Oh, Galant VR4 Turbo, yeah. Cool, so that's it. That's the catalog. That's really neat. The original sales brochure. I'm super excited about that. Been looking forever for one of those. I didn't think I'd ever get one. I thought, you know, once they're gone, once you can't find them anymore, searching for so many years. Anyway, that's that. So I'll show you what else I'm doing on the Galant right now. Now on the American Galant. Let's flip the camera around. Okay, here's my face again. So, yeah, so what we're doing on the US Galant right now is I'm fixing a few things that have bugged me over the years that I just haven't had a chance to touch it yet. But one of them is the rear latch, the boot latch. So that's the latch I've taken it out of the car. It would stick every time you pulled the interior cable, it would never open it, so I had to use the key. And the cable's fine, the cable's working, but this actual latch was not working correctly. It wasn't opening the rear latch. So I've cleaned it all up, greased it. I've let it soak overnight on the bench here. So I'm going to put that back in the next few days to get that fixed. And yeah, that's one of the problems I've had. And like I said, there's a few other issues. Let me show you the back of the boot here, and I'll show you that of where I've taken it apart. So let me flip the camera around. All right, then you got the cable poking out in your face there. I'll see if I can flip it where I've taken it out. So it just basically goes there where those little two screws are, and it colts that as the electrical connector and stuff like that. So it's pretty easy to take it out. I got my screws down here ready to put back in. I just haven't done it yet. I had to unplug the light because that stays on if you don't. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on now. So that's about, oh, I might want to use one of these display things for it when I go to the shows. I've got these here, and these basically talk about the different cars because I've taken the Galants to a few indoor shows, and one of them's for the American car and one of them's for the import, for the RS. And then I take those and put those next to the car so people get some information because they're quite rare cars and not too many people know anything about them. Look, there's Fred. Say hi, Fred, to the people of the internet. Okay, he said hi. All right. All right, guys. That's going to end the video. So basically, it's just a video showing some few things, bits and bobs of the Galants that I'm working on. Appreciate you guys watching. If you made it to the end, thank you very much. Give me a thumbs up. And I hope to see you guys on the next video, which will be coming up soon. So take care.